Geomagnetic storms brought the northern lights to much of the U.S. on Tuesday night, painting the sky in vibrant hues of green and pink. The aurora borealis was spotted in a large swath of states, including Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, New Mexico, New York, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and Washington state. Northern lights were visible as far south as parts of Florida and Alabama, a relatively rare occurrence that highlights the severity of this week's storms. Well, we had activity tonight, a lot of geomagnetic storm activity. Shondal, Service Coordinator at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center, said in a video on X. A geomagnetic storm happens when charged particles from the sun's atmosphere interact with the Earth's magnetic field. In addition to creating dazzling displays of color, such storms can disrupt technology on Earth, from satellites and GPS to radio communications and the power grid. Tuesday's activity was the result of a phenomenon called coronal mass ejections, CMEs, massive blasts of plasma and magnetic field from the sun's outer atmosphere that grow in size as they hurtle towards Earth. 2 CMEs arrived on Earth on Tuesday, Dahl said. The resulting storm reached G4 levels, the second highest on NOAA's 5-step scale, and created a magnetic field that was not only 8 times stronger than what's normal but also favorable for continued activity, Dahl said in a later update. Forecasters are awaiting a third and final CME, which they expect will arrive on Earth at midday Wednesday and be even stronger than the previous 2. That was the most energetic and strongest of this activity out there in space, Dahl said. It was traveling significantly faster than these other 2, and we think that's going to pack even a stronger punch than what we've already experienced. The Space Weather Prediction Center says the aurora may become visible over much of the northern half of the country, and maybe as far south as Alabama to northern California. The Met Office, the UK's National Weather Service, says the aurora may also be visible over parts of Britain on Wednesday night, though it is likely to be obscured by cloud cover, as was the case in Michigan on Tuesday. Luckily, Americans in northern states won't have to wait long for another chance to get a glimpse. Auroras have been happening more frequently in the United States for a while, and will continue to do so for several months. This influx of shimmering colors comes because the sun is reaching the peak of its 11-year cycle and, therefore, its solar maximum. The solar maximum causes solar eruptions, and this increase of activity brings ions, or electrically charged particles, closer to Earth. This stream of particles is known as the solar wind. As solar winds get closer to Earth, the charged particles collide with gases in the Earth's atmosphere. When they collide, light is emitted. The light emits at various wavelengths, creating a colorful display throughout the night sky. When the sun is at its solar maximum, the number of solar eruptions increases, which is why there are more auroras in the sky. Usually, this activity only takes place near the Arctic Circle, but since solar activity is strong right now, viewing areas have expanded to other regions like the Midwest.